Facebook. Hey everyone, what's up? Let me know if you can hear me and if everything seems to be perfectly fine. We will start in just a few minutes. Just waiting for some people to join in, and once we have folks joined in over here, we will start looking at the listing that we are going to be breaking down and understanding all the good elements that I discovered in that listing. And it basically had a lot of the topics and a lot of the touch points that I always keep talking about in my consultation calls. Let me just verify if everything is working perfectly fine. Give me a second, folks. Please check your video resolution, current resolution, which is not optimal. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. I guess it's running. Alright, we will start in the next 1 minute. So please bear with me if you have already joined in. And basically the agenda of this video is that we are going to be breaking down one of the listings that I discovered yesterday on Amazon, and we will understand whatever are the good elements for this. And that is the idea. That is the agenda for this live stream. And I wanted to basically make this live stream because, I basically keep talking about a lot of the points that this listing covers, and I actually ended up purchasing this product yesterday. So all the points and all the way they have actually done their listing is quite interesting, because it honestly targets most of the points that I keep referring to whenever I have these calls, wherein I help people optimize their listings. So I don't know if you have been one of those people who has had a listing optimization consultation call with me, but if you have had that call with me, you might kind of relate to this video especially in depth, because this literally has all those elements, all the right elements that are necessary, that are the bare minimum elements that you must have on your listing. Okay, so, and by the way, if you're just joining in, let me know, whoever has joined in the comments. I'm reading the comments on my phone, so let me know whoever is watching this, so that if I see a couple of people who have joined in here, we will start with the video ASAP, so that it's beneficial for you and me both, and we can stick around, and you can stick around with me for the next 10 minutes and understand what do I intend to talk about. So drop me a comment or hit the like button on this video. That'll be perfect. Okay, just hit the like button on this video, and that'll kind of signal me that, hey, somebody's here. Let's go and start talking about this listing. By the way, today is my band is dead. Today is 14th of February. Here, at least, it's already the 14th of February. Yesterday was a bit mellow day for me. I did not really achieve a lot of things. I still tried to push through and get done with the tasks that I was supposed to do, most of it, but I was very lazy yesterday. I was out of sync with myself. Hey Vishal, what's up? How's it going, man? Great. Just give me 1 more minute, and then we'll just start, so that you can also benefit by being available on this live stream in the next 10 minutes. And we are going to keep it short as we can, because we are going to stick to the point and break this listing down and understand everything good and everything bad, if there is any, about this listing. All right, I believe this is going to be a very good way to help you all understand what are the elements that you should try to incorporate in your listing. And this is a perfect timing for me as well, because I just, like, within the last 48 hours 3 of my shipments have landed in Amazon FBA US warehouse, 2 of which are basically new products that I'm launching, and one of them is you can say a reorder batch for the current product that I already have available on Amazon. So it's going to be a ride in the next 2 weeks, because I have the launch for Private Label School. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, if the video dies, because I believe my camera's battery is kind of dead, let me just switch the battery right now and see if this works. Otherwise we are going to continue without the video, don't worry about that. Alright, anyways. Hey Nathan, what's up? So yeah, sorry if I've kept you waiting. I was actually trying to find the replacement battery for my camera, because it's going to die. But anyways, like, let's get into it, because I see there are 2 of you available right now on the live stream, and I don't want to keep you waiting. And really sorry if I have delayed it by a few minutes. Okay, so in this video guys, we are going to be breaking down this listing. Just let me know in case anything goes wrong in the comments, but I will continue on the topic without wasting any more time at the moment. So yesterday I was actually trying to look for this product. Okay, I actually needed this product. I was trying to look for a cutting board, which is exactly what you see on the screen. So what I'm going to do now is just actually try to search this product once again. So cutting board for kitchen, and see if I can see this listing once again coming up top, so that I tell you exactly how did it look when I was trying to search for this. Let's see. Yeah, all right, it's probably not coming on the first page for this keyword. It was, no, I don't want a board with knife. Anyways, all right, so somehow I landed on this listing, because I was actually evaluating a bunch of listings. So the number one reason I believe I clicked on this listing was because it had a neat main listing image, and it had about 156 ratings, with most of it being a 4 and 5 star rating. So that was probably the decision maker factor for me to land on this listing. Okay, that is the first takeaway from this. Now, talking about all the good elements of this listing, and these are basically the points that I usually discuss on my consultation calls, wherein I help people optimize their own listings, right? So number one, the front image. Okay, the front image has the product, but it also has some information which is basically exactly what the product has when you receive it. Okay, so it also has this information as a band, which is a which is probably made out of paper and wrapped around the product. So I believe this is one way. Okay, this is probably potentially one way to dodge the Amazon TOS, because Amazon keeps telling you that, hey, you cannot have text on your main image. Okay, you cannot have text on your main image. But I believe they are trying to kind of dodge that by having that text as a part of the product picture itself. Okay, so that is an interesting way to incorporate text and incorporate something. Okay, so for example, this also works out in my scenario, wherein I basically have the product's packaging, okay, the packaging box of the product on the main image. Okay, when you have that also gives you an opportunity to have some text, because the packaging can tell a lot about the product. Okay, and this is basically the way they have packaged their product. They only have a strip of made out of paper around the product, which kind of tells the customer about the USPs of the product, which is basically that it is food safe, okay, has no dyes or chemicals, which is very good for a cutting board. Okay, it is made out of natural plastic free product, 100% natural plastic free product. It is an eco-friendly, which is a renewable bamboo. Now I don't know whether they actually have this authorized by some inspection company who has given them the right to write this, but that is what they are trying to say. It also mentions their brand, the product name, and to your family and earth of favor, do bamboo. Okay, so they're trying to emphasize on the fact that they are very organic, natural. They're not trying to harm the environment. So that is one plus point. Okay, so this is one way for you to kind of incorporate some text on your product, even if you don't have a packaging box. So probably this product definitely has no packaging box. It probably just comes directly wrapped in a transparent shrink wrap paper. I will receive this sometime today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. But yeah, those are the takeaways from the main listing image. Now let's look at the second image. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna keep this live stream to the point, so please stick around till the end and hit that like button as soon as you feel like there is some value coming out of this video. All right, so let's break down the second image. In the second image, as you see, what they're trying to do is, now from the second image onwards, you can have text on your listing images. Okay, so that is one important factor. You can have text on your listing images. That basically means that you must try to incorporate and have text on your listing images. Okay, because listing images are the most important element for your listing. Because let's imagine yourself as a customer. When you try to look at a product, you go through all the listing images. Okay, you don't really look at the title. You don't really read the title end to end. You don't really read the bullet points end to end. You don't even read all the description end to end. You just try to visually consume and understand what are the good elements of that product, what are the USPs of that product, and does it match my requirement. Okay, if it does match your requirement, I would probably go ahead and purchase it, or I'll be much closer towards making that decision of purchasing that product. So in the next image, what they're trying to do is they're trying to emphasize on all the important unique selling points, or in short form we call that USPs, by talking about all of these elements and informing the customer that, hey, these are the different features, these are the different 6 features that our product has. So it keeps the knives sharp, which is a good thing. Okay, otherwise in the long term, because this is a product that people buy once in 6 months or once in a year. Okay, and they want to use this for a very, very long time. So I believe the first point definitely targets that element of that product, which is it keeps the knives sharp, and that is going to be a useful element or a decision making factor. Okay, but it is also something that the customer would not think about when they are trying to purchase it. Okay, so you have to put yourself in the customer's position and understand why would they buy your listing. Okay, so the first point is that. The second point is bacteria resistant surface, non-absorbent material, practical design, hard and durable, 100% natural bamboo. So basically what they're trying to do over here is that they are trying to really emphasize on all the important 6 factors that make their product unique, and they are doing that immediately on the second image, which is a good thing to have. So this is a great way to lay out your information. Most of the times when I'm reviewing somebody's listing over a consultation call or in general, what I see as a common pattern is that they don't try to emphasize their unique selling points through their listing images. They just end up having good listing images. They probably even pay a fortune for getting those listing images done, but what they don't do is they don't try to tell a story to the customer. They don't try to tell the customer why is their product unique. So the best way to think about creating a good listing image or creating a good set of listing images is by imagining yourself standing in front of the customer. Imagine yourself that you are standing in front of a customer on your brand's booth, let's say at a sales show or an exhibition, and now you need to convince the customer about all the best aspects and all the USPs of your product. If you can have that same kind of communication and information through your listing images, then you would end up building something like this. So they are exactly doing that, because right now you cannot have a Skype call with the customer. You cannot really have a video of yourself telling the customer about all of these things, and the majority of their attention is going to be on your listing images. That is going to help them break or make the deal. So you have to ensure that you have a storyline and you have all the necessary information, all the decision making factors directly on the listing images. If that makes sense, guys, please hit that thumbs up on this video, because it really helps spread this video across the platform to more of our subscribers and to more new people on YouTube. So if that made sense to you, please hit that thumbs up button right now. Let's move on to the third image. Now, in the third image, what they're trying to do is they are emphasizing on the other elements of that product. So in the second image, they've emphasized what are the elements of this product which really make it unique, and which would basically condition you to understand that, hey, these are the basic bare minimum benefits and this is why this product is unique. Now, talking about the third image, they're trying to actually emphasize on the material of the product and the build of the product. Again, that is very unique. Number one, they're trying to tell you that this has a flat grain bamboo configuration for longevity. Now, I believe this is very technical, so it might not really make a lot of difference to a lot of consumers. Like, even I don't understand what is the benefit out of that, but it's good. Like, it can be there, it cannot be there, it's fine. The second is durable and practical stainless steel handles for ease of carrying and storing. Now, that is a very relevant, unique selling point. That handle, they're trying to emphasize on the fact that why do they have that handle, why is there that design over there, what is the utility of that. So there are multiple utilities. One, the customer can hold it, and two, the customer can hang it on the wall to optimize their space, and they don't have to think about where do they need to put it. They just need to put a hook on the wall and have it over there. Now, this gives me another idea. Let's say I was selling this product, I would probably give them a sticky hook that goes along with this product, so that when they receive this package, they have that hook on the wall, and then they can just directly go ahead and put it there and basically have that product ready to go in their kitchen, in the right place, wherever they want. And that hook can become another opportunity for you to re-emphasize on the brand. So you can have your brand name on the hook, because that hook element is really not the part of the product, but it is just there to go along with that product, and it is going to be used with that product rigorously. So majority of the people would actually just, if they get this hook in their packaging, they would actually just go ahead and put it on the wall wherever they can, and they would hang this sport right away as it arrives at their doorstep. So that'll be a good addition, and that'll be a sensible addition to the product. Next, the next point that they have over here says extra thick with rounded edges prevents wrapping and cracking, which is an interesting element, because I believe a lot of these wooden boards which do not have this curved edge are also would also incur any injury, or it would basically feel it would probably tear off your skin sometimes if it's too sharp. And if it's curvy, then it can actually withstand all of these as like if you probably drop it, or if you probably hit it against your kitchen corners, it would probably not make a lot of dents, or it would not really get any impact because it's curved. So that's a good point. Double-sided reversible design, both surfaces can be used for cutting. So that is again interesting, and that I believe is like a selling point for most of these products. Now coming to the fourth image that they have. Now this is very interesting, and this image is called a size reference image. Okay, that is what I term it as, and that is an interesting and important element for you to have. So if you have your listing images, and if you are trying to compete in your market, you need to ensure that you tell the customer exactly what the product is and exactly what they can expect at the doorstep. And this is going to help you reduce the return ratio. So if you want to reduce the return ratio of your products, you have to ensure one important thing, and that is communicate exactly what your product is through your listing images and your listing details. Okay, if you have everything mentioned very correctly, if you answer all the questions that the customer might have in their mind by putting yourself in the customer's shoes already, if you can do that, then what will happen is that you will reduce the amount of returns that you get. You will reduce the likelihood of people returning your product, because they will be 100% sure about what are they going to be expecting. Now what are they doing here? Basically this listing is one of their SKUs, I believe. So this listing that we are looking at the moment is a medium sized cutting board, and they have a bunch of other sizes. So probably they have a small one, they have an extra small one, they have a small one, then they have a medium, and then they probably have a large cutting board size. And in this image, what they're trying to convey, and they're doing it very smartly, if you can see, first of all, by textual element, that by using a textual element, they are trying to tell you that, hey, you are now considering a medium plus size. Okay, so that's what they are trying to call it. And visually what they are doing here is that they have made all the different variations that they also have, which are also selling on Amazon. They made those gray. So they've tried to show that, hey, those listings are there, but you're not looking at them, and this is a size reference for the current listing that you're looking at. If you're happy with this, go ahead. Okay, and they don't stop over there. If you look at the next listing image, you would also see that they are actually telling the customer what are the exact dimensions of this product. So if somebody is probably unsure about the fact that, hey, what is the exact size of this, like I don't know what medium plus means, they are solving that doubt as well in the next image by accurately telling the buyer that, hey, this is the size. If you want, you can kind of compare it with the existing cutting board that you might have in your kitchen, if you have that. Okay, so basically at this moment, if I'm very convinced with this listing and I just need to be sure about the size, what I'll do is I'll just probably go to my kitchen, pull out my current cutting board, and I will look at the size of that against a scale, or just by randomly visually looking at it. And if I think that, hey, this listing that I'm looking at is probably either the same size or smaller size or bigger size, I can tell that visually if you are somebody who is buying products from a long time. And most of the customers who are going to be buying this are usually shoppers on Amazon. So this is this image paired with this image is really hitting the note. But there's another thing that we can do over here, is that what we can do is we can incorporate this message. Okay, we can incorporate this sizing message in this image itself. Okay, in the fourth image itself. What that will do for us is that it'll basically give us another, it'll basically vacate this spot, the fifth spot that this listing image is covering. It'll vacate that spot, and we can have another listing image over there. So if I was selling this listing, I would just kind of incorporate the sizing dimension message of this product directly in the fourth image. Okay, so that is a takeaway from here. So that is probably one of the drawbacks of this listing. Looking at the sixth image as per their listing, the sixth image, this one is called a lifestyle image. Basically, a lifestyle image is an image for your product wherein you show that wherein you show that product in action. That is a lifestyle image. So this is a lifestyle image. They are basically trying to show that, hey, you can cut meat, you can cut vegetables, you can cut fruit, and you can have multiple images of that kind over here. So instead of probably having 2 images, I could probably even have 4 images in a grid wherein I show different kinds of things. So vegetables, fruits, and then something a bit hard, which is like a meat or something. So that will also kind of give or put the customer in that position wherein they can imagine themselves doing it, and that is a very critical element to have when you are trying to sell something like this. Okay, now moving on with the last image of this listing. Now this is again a very interesting bit to have, and this is something that you must have on your listing if you are trying to position yourself as a better product in the market, provided that you have actually spent some time in reading a bunch of reviews before you launch the product. You spend some time in identifying whatever is actually not working in the market. You spend some time in actually solving those problems by working with your supplier and improving your version of that product, so that it's easy for you to sell it in the market because you are actually trying to solve those problems. So this is probably called a comparison chart. Okay, this is called a comparison chart for your listing, and over here they're again emphasizing on their brand name. Then they're emphasizing on all the unique selling points that they have as a brand or a product. So the material, the thickness, the number of sizes that they're offering in the market, water resistance, bacteria resistance, surface, 100% natural, free from harmful chemicals, practical design. Now over here you can, because you're not mentioning exactly what a competitor A is or a competitor B is, what you can do is you can play around a little bit and position yourself as the best, as long as you are actually hitting those elements. So you need to ensure that you hit all of those elements and you can position yourself as the best of the rest. So that is what they're trying to do, and that is the idea behind having a comparison chart on your listing. And you must have this because when I'm looking at this image, this is the last image on, when I'm looking at this listing, this is the last image on this product, and that is probably going to help you just kind of summarize all the USPs, summarize all the elements. And by looking at the last image, the customer can kind of be in a position where they can make a decision of purchasing this product, because by this moment you might have probably convinced your customer that, hey, this is the best option that you can get in the market. So I just wanted to break this listing for you guys. Let me know if you like this video. Please hit that thumbs up on this button, and let me know if you like me doing this on a live session, so that you understand what do I think about when I look at these listings and these images. So please hit that like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. As you can see that we are doing something, and we are actually coming and I'm putting out these videos which are very unique and probably not available at the moment on any other channel. So this, along with the naked private label series that we are coming out, wherein we are going to be unboxing a lot of products. And let me just show you what are we going to be unboxing next. So we are going to be unboxing this product. I hope you can see this. This is a coffee product which is available in the market. We are going to be unboxing this product in the next naked private label series, and a lot of new things are coming. Seller support calls is something that is also new and unique to the Republic of Sellers channel. So if you have not checked out the first episode, check it out. And guys, thank you so much for sticking around till the end of this video. I really appreciate it. And check out privatelabelschool.com if you have not checked it out already. We are disrupting the e-commerce education space big time, to be very honest, like big time. All right then, thank you so much for sticking around, guys. I will see you in the next live stream, probably on a Sunday or on a Monday.